A blessed day, everyone. In our devotion for today is found from the book of Judges, the seventh book of the Old Testament, chapter 8. Gideon defeats Zebah and Zalmunna, from verse 1 to verse 7. Then the men of Ephraim said to him, "What is this that you have done to us, not to call us when you went to fight against Midian?" And they accused him fiercely. And he said to them, "What have I done now in comparison with you? Is not the cleaning of the grapes of Ephraim better than the grapes harvest of Abiezer? God has given into your hands the princes of Midian, Oreb and Zeb. What have I been able to do in comparison with you?" Then their anger against him subsided when he said this. And Gideon came to the Jordan and crossed over, he and the 300 men who were with him, exhausted yet pursuing. So he said to the men of Succoth, "Please give loaves of bread to the people who follow me, for they are exhausted, and I am pursuing after Zebah and Salmunna, the kings of Midian." And the official of Succoth said, "Are the hands of Zebah and Zalmunna already in your hand, that we should give bread to your army?" So Gideon said, "Well then, when the Lord has given Zebah and Zalmunna into my hand, I will fail your flesh with the thorns of the wilderness and with briars." This is the word of the Lord. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. My devotion for today is from Judges, chapter 8, verse 8 to 14. From there he went up to Peniel and made the same request of them, but they answered as the men of Succoth had. So he said to the men of Peniel, "When I return in triumph, I will tear down this tower." Now Zebah and Salmunna were in Karkor, with a force of about 15,000 men, all that were left of the armies of the eastern people. 120,000 swordsmen had fallen. Gideon went up by the route of the Nomans east of Nobah and Kadbeha and attacked the unsuspecting army. Zebah and Salmunna, the two kings of Midian, fled, but he pursued them and captured them, routing their entire army. Gideon, son of Joash, then returned from the battle by the pass of Heres. He caught a young man of Succoth and questioned him, and the young man wrote down for him the names of the 77 officials of Succoth, the elders of the town. The word of the God. Amen.
Good day, everyone. My devotion for today is from the book of Judges, chapter 8, verse 15 to 21. Zebah and Salmunna. Then Gideon came and said to the men of Succoth, "Here are Zebah and Salmunna, about whom you are taunted me by saying, 'Do you already have the hands of Zebah and Salmunna in your possession? Why should we give bread to your exhausted men?'" He took the elders of the town and taught the men of Succoth a lesson by punishing them with desert thorns and briars. He also pulled down the tower of Peniel and killed the men of the town. Then he asked Zebah and Salmunna, "What kind of men did you kill at Tabor?" "Men like you," they answered. "Each one with the bearing of a prince," Gideon replied. "Those were my brothers, the son of my own mother. As surely as the Lord lives, if you had spared their lives, I would not kill you." Turning to Jether, his oldest son. He said, "Kill them." But Jeter did not throw his sword because he was only a boy and was afraid. Seba and Salmona said, "Come, do it yourself. As eat the man, so eat his strength." So Gideon stepped forward and killed them, and took the ornaments of their camels' necks. Amen.
A blessed day, everyone. Our reading for today is from the book of Judges, chapter 8. Gideon's defeats Seba and Salmona. But I'll be reading from verse 22 to 28. Gideon's ephod. And here is the scriptures. Then the men of Israel said to Gideon, "Rule over us, you and your son and your grandson also, for you have saved us from the hand of Midian." Gideon said to them, "I will not rule over you, and my son will not rule over you. The Lord will rule over you." And Gideon said to them, "Let me make a request of you. Every one of you give me the earrings from his spoil." For they had golden earrings because they were Ishmaelites. And they answered, "We will willingly give them." And they spread a cloth, and every man threw it the earrings of his spoil. And the weight of the golden earrings that he requested was 1,700 shekels of gold, besides the crescent ornaments and the pendants and the purple garments worn by the kings of Midian, and besides the collars that were around the necks of their camels. And Gideon made an ephod of it and put it in his city, in Ophrah. And all Israel whored after it there. And it became a snare to Gideon and to his family. So Midian was subdued before the people of Israel, and they raised their heads no more. And the land had rest 40 years in the days of Gideon. Amen.
A blessed day, everyone. My devotion for today is from the book of Judges, chapter 8, verses 29 to 35. Jerubbaal, son of Joash, went back home to live. He had 70 sons of his own, for he had many wives. His concubine, who lived in Shechem, also bore him a son, whom he named Abimelech. Gideon, son of Joash, died at good old age and was buried in the tomb of his father Joash in Ophrah of the Abiezrites. No sooner had Gideon died than the Israelites again prostituted themselves to the Baals. They set up Baal-berith as their god and did not remember the Lord their God, who had rescued them from the hands of all their enemies on every side. They also failed to show kindness to the family of Jerubbaal, that is Gideon, for all the good things he had done for them. This is the word of the Lord. Amen.